Hey Chad, my name is Devin from SEO Dallas TX, and in this quick video, I'm going to be giving you 3 pieces of advice you can apply right away to your website so you can rank higher on Google and get more business. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to beat bender rod fishing, because if you look up Lewisville Fishing Guide, you see they show up right at the top here. There's a lot of business that comes with being there, and I'll show you how to do it. Also, I know there's a lot of other places you service. I'm just showing you that just for the sake of the video, but you can apply these concepts to all the different areas you want to rank in. So you're probably wondering why I would even make this video for you, and it's really simple. I found out a little while ago there's a lot of small business owners that are so busy running their business, taking care of their customers, they don't have the time to learn how to make the internet bring them more customers. And the only thing stopping them from hiring somebody to help them is they don't know who is an expert and who's not. So what I started doing was creating these free attack plans and just giving them away for free. Some people take this information, they apply it themselves. Some people call me back and say, "Hey Devin, I like you, I just don't have the time to do this. Can you do it for me?" Whatever you want to do with this information is totally okay with me. My only goal is to educate you and help you make a lot of money. I'm going to talk to you about 3 things today: content, backlinks, and citations. But I wanted to start off by saying, first off, I love your niche. I think it's so awesome to be a catfishing guide. You're basically living the dream every day with the job you have, and you did a great job with the website too. Very memorable logo, great photos right here. I mean, that's a huge fish like that. Somebody's gonna be like, "Man, I want to call it this person. I want to catch a big fish like that myself." So from a design point of view, you did a really great job, and you have a lot of great information about like what's out there. Now, what Google mostly cares about when it comes to ranking your site is content. It's all the stuff you can read, all the stuff I'm highlighting, and it looks like you have quite a bit on there. The more content you have on the front page of your site, the better off Google's going to look at you as an authority. The average website has probably around, or it has right around 1,500 words, which is a good place to start. You probably have that or more already from what I can see. 1,900 words, so you're like right above that. So that's a great spot to be. And then if we look at bender rod fishing, they're sitting at, oops, 2,342. So even though you are an authority, the reason why they're beating you is because they have more content than you. Content is king in this industry. So what I would do if I were in your shoes is I would just blow them out of the water. Since they're at 2,342 words, I'd be getting myself to like 3,000 words and just completely smashing them. But it also gives you room to fit in more buyer intent keywords. A buyer intent keyword is a phrase that somebody commonly types into Google when they're ready to purchase your services. And I did a little bit of research beforehand to find all of the buyer intent keywords for the areas around the DFW Metroplex, just to give you an idea of what you can rank for. So I chose Lake Lewisville Fishing Guide just for this video because it's got a lot of search volume, but there's Lake Wiley Fishing Guide, Dallas Fishing Guides, Port Mansfield. I don't know if that's actually ours. I know we have Mansfield. Lake Anna Fishing Guide, Lake Lewisville Fishing Guides, North Texas. You can see there's a ton of search volume every month. 250 people a month, 80 a month, 80, 80, 80. And this is just a tool too, so it's not exactly accurate. If you want to get a little more, what's it called? Like a little more granular, I can actually pull up an app really quick. Give me one second. Alright, so what I did was I pulled up Google Ads and I brought up their tool called the Keyword Planner, and I'm just going to type in fishing guide, and I have it set Dallas Fort Worth. Oh, come on. Just pick a random. Excuse me. Okay, let me do that again. Dallas Fort Worth. Let's see what kind of fishing guide. See what kind of searches we're finding out here in the DFW Metroplex. So you can see a fishing guide, fishing charter, fishing guides near me, all the searches coming up. There's quite a bit. And to see what we're actually looking with in the area, you're looking at close to like 9,000 total searches. So like ranking for these different keywords I was showing you can bring you a ton of money. And so you want to have keywords like this, these buyer intent keywords, inside of your content. And so like if I go over here and I bring up a little search bar, you can see Lake Lewisville Fishing Guide. You don't have that anywhere on your front page. So like you can fit it in here somewhere a couple times, Lake Lewisville Fishing Guide. And that'll help you rank. Another thing too is you can also save your images as that. So like instead of the name basically, or yeah, instead of this name, you could put like Lake Lewisville Fishing Guide, and it'll help you rank for that buyer intent keyword, which is what people are going to most often type into Google to find you. So that's my first tip for you, content. My second tip for you is backlinks. A backlink is when another website is linking to you, driving traffic to you. And this is really important because Google is like a popularity contest. They want to see a bunch of trustworthy, relevant websites linking to your website, driving traffic to your website. And this is it's really important to make sure you're going with those trustworthy, relevant websites because not all backlinks are created equal. So you're going to get a lot more power if you have other fishing websites, fishing guides, stuff like that linking to you. And actually, that Catfish Ed site you have, if you don't have this linking to you now, I would definitely recommend linking this to your site because it's a very, very powerful website. And you literally all you have to do is just put a link on the site and point it back to you. So the tool that I use to check out backlinks is called Ahrefs. It's a paid tool. You don't have to use it. There's free tools out there. It'll show you all the same info. But it says you have 1,100 backlinks on TexasCatfishGuide.com coming from 205 different referring domains or individual websites, and you have 1.5 thousand organic traffic. So that's like really a good spot. The one thing I did look at though is that the traffic you're getting is not really for buyer intent. You know, catfish chum, unless you're selling that, you are ranked number one for that. So that's good. If you are selling that online, you could be making money off that for sure. Same with catfish chumming, you're doing really good. But like none of this is really what you're ranking for. The only good buyer intent keyword is this one, fishing guides North Texas. But otherwise, Texas Catfish Guide is good if you're willing to drive down to San Antonio and Houston and all that stuff. This is a good one too. So these are some of those buyer intent keywords you want to rank for. But anyways, like I was saying, you got 1.5 thousand traffic for you. And if you look at Bender Rod Fishing, these guys only have 32 websites linking to them, but they still have 625 organic traffic. And if you see their things, they're ranking really high for these ones, like Lake Lewisville Fishing Report, Lake Lewisville Fishing Guide, Lake Lewisville Fishing. These are all really good high volume keywords that are also buyer intent. They're people looking to purchase right away. So they're actually generating probably a lot more business by focusing on the correct keywords. So what I would do is not only would I fix your content like I mentioned before and put all those right keywords in there, but then I would copy these links because if these 32 websites are good enough to rank them over your 205, then they're going to be good enough to rank you too. All I would do is go one by one and copy all the links they have and get those exact same links pointing back to you. And it's really simple. A lot of times you just go on the website, create a profile, put a link in your profile. Sometimes like these blog spots right here, you go to blogspot.com, create a free blog, write in a little bit of content about catfish guides and put a link in it and point it back to you. There you've got another backlink. And if you just follow and go 1, 2, 3, 4 and just copy all these, especially the ones that are relevant, such as like I click fishing, Lake Lewisville. They're all very, very relevant. Those are the types of links that I would get. And if you copy all their links, plus you beat them in content, that's enough to get you ranked number one right here. The last tip I'm going to give you, and really the most important tip, is how to show up right here in the map pack section. Getting here requires having more citations than your competitors. And keep in mind, if you're at a lake and you type in fishing guide near me, what's someone going to click on? Are they going to go down here? No, they're probably going to go in this map section right here, right? So to get here, you have to have more citations. A citation is when you list your name, your address, and your phone number inside of a directory. And a directory is a website that allows you to list your business's information, such as Yelp, Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Facebook, Angie's List, Home Advisor, stuff like that. So what I would do if I were in your shoes is I'd figure out what directories Lake Lewisville Fishing Guide was in, West Campbell. I put myself in those exact same directories, and I'd add a bunch more on top. If you found them in 150 directories, I'd be putting myself in like 300. And that's all I've got for you, Chad. I hope you found this informative and helpful. I tried to keep it very short and to the point for you. As a quick recap, you're going to want at least 1,500 words of content on your homepage, which you have. But being your competitor has 2,300, I would recommend going to about 3,000 words. You're going to also want to put in some buyer intent keywords inside of your content to make sure you rank and save your images as those buyer intent keywords too. Then I would copy these 32 websites from Bender Rod Fishing and get them linking back to yourself as well. And then I put your name, address, and phone number in more directories than Lake Lewisville Fishing Guide. If you follow these 3 tips, this is enough to get you ranked number 1 on the entire front page of Google and start getting all the phone calls you get month after month and all the money you make being number 1. You're probably asking, what do I do now? You have 2 options. The first option is take this information, do it yourself. The sooner you get started, the sooner you start making a ton of money month after month. If you have any questions or if you... Oh, also, one quick little thing I wanted to take a step off for. For Catfish Edge, I looked at it, and it's a very, very powerful site. You have a ton of links. You have a ton of traffic. And realistically, because it's a blog site, I don't know what you're selling on here. I don't know how to monetize it. So we can have a separate conversation about it, and I can give you another audit of it. But having a national site is a lot different than having a local site. So anyways, just letting you know why this is only about your local site. But if you have any questions about this, or if you just think you're too busy to get this stuff done on your own and you want some help, feel free to give me a call at any time. I put my phone number at the bottom right here, 972-309-9939. I'd be happy to hear your goals and give you a free attack plan on how to get this moving forward for yourself. Either way, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, Chad. I look forward to hearing your feedback, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.